I didn't know that there was anything different in my family situation until I was probably about 8, when I was told, but of course, what did I understand of that? I didn't. But what I did remember was that it had to be kept a secret. I mean, I can look at, for instance, my sister and myself. We're totally different. And she had no idea that I was adopted until she was, I would say in her upper teens, at least, if not later. And she thought she was the only one. And my mother certainly didn't want to own up that we were not her children. I know that. Whenever a subject came up, she kept very quiet indeed. The overriding curiosity over the years is, what is your background? The law changed in 1988. Up until that time, you had no idea that you would ever find an identity. It opened the doorway to finding out information. And it also opened a huge Pandora's box as well, because not all discoveries are good ones. The only thing I learnt was where I was born, the name of my mother. And my mother's husband is still alive. And he's a very old gentleman now, a very nice old gentleman, but he was absolutely shattered because he felt his wife had duped him all his life. He never knew. So that was a terrible disaster for him. So it's not all good. It was good for me, but it wasn't so good for his family. I now know where half my family came from. They haven't all been wanting to have anything to do with me. The ones I've met I really find I like. So that's nice. It gave me the opportunity of meeting an aunt that I wouldn't have met otherwise, and she was absolutely lovely. And we ended up being very good friends, but it wasn't for very long. Unfortunately, she died a few years after I met her, so. But I can truly say, I'm darn lucky I'm here. I mean, let's face it, it was somebody's mistake. There's all sorts of lives that wouldn't be here now if I hadn't have turned up at the wrong time somewhere else. But life is like that. It hangs on odd seconds, odd moments. And it's a moment of indiscretion. And there's a whole dynasty of people here. So, as I said, it opens up a Pandora's box in many cases. Because you don't really think enough of the family that you're going to contact. Well, you have no idea of the family you're going to contact. They can be absolutely horrified. So I was lucky. I think I do tend to look on the optimistic side of things. And that way I enjoy it.